are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Atlanta Falcons. Set to go, Wk17 ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Let's go.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Giants are on the board first here this afternoon. To try here for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score is Giants 7, Falcons 0.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 21. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he is going to lose yardage here. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
2nd and 14. And complete to Drake London. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a 1st down.
On 1st down. It's Barrett, and he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Falcons had 6 and 9 to start play. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Leonard Williams, the former number 6 overall pick, got the sack that time. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
How about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down. And you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Here's Jones on the return. A nice punt, but a good run back as well of 13 yards. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip, and I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith.
On the move past the 40. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30.
It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 41 yards. I know it's tough to make tackles in the open field, but that one hurts because he got a little bit extra after the missed tackle.
Receivers are coached so well. They have to break at least one tackle after the catch. He did that on that play.
Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know. Looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
They'll run on 1st down. Barrett.
And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barrett.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Barrett. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
On second down, it's Barrett. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal.
They'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal.
Koo knocks this one through the post. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
A throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And out of bounds right around the 20. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught it, he'd have a good chance of getting that 1st down. But that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3.
So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They'll fake it. Now Tannehill.
The throw for Tony is intercepted. And the Falcons are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
Don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that. Can one of them break away and take control of this game?
They'll start on the ground here on first down.
And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to throw.
This pass is caught by London.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, Barrett. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here we go.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now they'll try to take advantage of that offsides call. Here's 1st and 5. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
Quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Into the hands of London.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Barrett, and a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And it's caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him on 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled it to 20.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
And I feel a little bit like a traitor as a former defender because that big man did not want to go down and refused to go down. If you're a defender and you don't get the right angle on a big tight end like him, he can run right through you like you're not even there, and he did a lot of that on that play.
Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw here into the hands of Moore. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tannehill. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
115 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Tannehill now to throw.
That pass complete to Moore. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Here we go, here we go. Hey.
To throw again on second down. Tannehill. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
So no gain on the play, and that's going to bring up second down. Up the middle they go. It's Barrett. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Micah Hyde comes flying in from safety for the sack.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
On the return is Jones. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape, 1st and 10. They'll run wide side here with Barkley. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
126 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Nice pickup, 10 yards and a 1st down on the keeper.
Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react, even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL. They're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Up the middle with Barkley. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And now a sneak, Tannehill. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Ryan Tannehill scoring on the sneak from a yard out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Now back to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
He took a shot there, but boy, was that ill-advised from my viewpoint. coverage was awfully tight. How did he get away with that one not being picked off?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw.
Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Dancing, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he's on to punt for Atlanta. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. Going up top. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Tannehill.
He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
And even 150 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Here we go, here we go. Here we go, Tiger.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time.
Let's go.
2nd and 9.
They'll try the air now with Tannehill. And his throw here's incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Falcons will get it 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Second and 3. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? Back to throw now on 1st down. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking him.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
They'll set up a throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Let's go.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll look to throw again. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play, but in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted.
Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game.
And now he lost the football. Tannehill loses it, but fortunately he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Barkley, inside handoff.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. 1st down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here's a give to Barkley. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Giants extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Facing a big 4th quarter deficit here. This is intercepted. They get Ritter for the 3rd time.
Julian Love picks it.
And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get it down inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And he'll get this one down to about the 17.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. Here it's 3rd and 2. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley.
And he'll only get a couple here, and that'll bring up 4th down, and they'll have time to talk things over as we have reached the 2-minute warning.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This from 32 yards away. And this one is right through. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
At their own 19-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He finds his man, complete. That's Barrett. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Blue striker. Green jack.
He'll look to throw. And he comes back with one complete. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Ready, break. Smash, head. Ready.
Back to throw again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
And the Giants are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the 2nd half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a 2nd half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.